trying to play OKW the way that he plays the Soviets, and it just hasn't worked. Something needs to change here. This is the second time he's going to face DevM Soviets. We need to see something different. This time DevM has got penal battalions in the scout car.
He has indeed. Well, that's a good unit to have in there first time, because obviously more DPS, SVT rifles, etc. etc. Then he can always hot swap them for the combat engineers.
No,
we don't. Oh, nice! The hooligan called it! This guy's a genius!
Absolutely. That was a great mine. And, well, it's good knowledge. He knew that DevM was going to make a play like that. And Scout Car does go down. DevM is going to build another one immediately. We all know DevM is that player who, when he wants something, he'll just keep building it until he gets it working. And this is something Talisman can absolutely work with. And he's going to salvage the wreckage for that nice little fuel boost he needs.
Just 15 fuel, 190 manpower at the end of the day. He'll be fine getting it back out, I guess. But that's a nice boost for Talisman. I like it. It's going to give him the confidence he needs.
People in chat are realizing that we script and pre-program the games for drama.
Oh, for God's sake, they've stumbled across our dirty secret. I'm not much of a fan of pro wrestling. It's true. We do have some pre-scripted elements, but I must state it is still a valid competition. The backstage drama is real, and although today we have obviously scripted for DevM to win, Talisman's time will come. You know, if you keep buying his t-shirts and supporting him, we will give him the push he deserves in the future. So stick with your chosen competitor.
Once again, Talisman going for that 5 Volks Grenadiers. No response whatsoever. If DevM is kind of playing sensibly, he'll realize this. You know, he'll realize what the Talisman's doing. Maybe he even knows in advance what Talisman is doing. Maybe he knows the playstyle, but there is no counter to this whatsoever. And hope that the Stern Pioneers don't die on the retreat.
So right now, strategically, Talisman's still losing, but tactically he had a nice win. But it was literally 15 fuel, 190 manpower. It's barely a scratch, in all honesty. Penals versus 2 Volks Grenadiers here. He's not going to want to keep bleeding this, but he's getting the full cap. Not just neutral. Oh, nice by Talisman. Just jumping into the circle there, Dan. Elsewhere in the south, another push on retreat. As it's pretty nasty, isn't it? And men running away. And some other men in a van with a flamethrower. I've seen that on Live Leak, I'm pretty sure.
Well, at least Talisman has done a better job of resource denial at the start. DevM has made some kind of investment, which actually it leaves Talisman with more on the field. This is the one thing I'm hopeful about. We are about to see Mechanized Regiment completed in a minute's time, so there will then at least be answers for the scout car. DevM will no longer, or shouldn't be able to push much longer.
And of course he did keep that fuel for a little while longer thanks to that great mine, which has now meant that Mechanized Regiment headquarters has been able to come onto the field. It is obviously hitting 40 fuel roundabout, and he's 20 fuel away from the Panzer II Lux. So it's not terrible, his position. It's just not ideal, and we all know instead of 1 Volks, he could have got a Raketenwerfer out, and it would have been a lot better. So, yeah. I'll tell you what they've done. One thing about Talisman is sometimes his build orders are very stubborn and a little bit kind of rigid, let's say. If you remember his old Soviet playstyle with that conscript reserve army, or whatever it's called, rapid conscription, that's it. He just kind of stuck with it. When it wasn't working, what did he do? He stuck with it. And then when it got countered really heavily, he stuck with it a bit more. And then on the 4th attempt, finally, he decided to use it again and got defeated once more. But on that 5th ESL tournament, Dan, he came out with rapid conscription, and it didn't work the 5th time.
I feel like there's a moral to this story, but I'm trying to put myself in Talisman's mindset right now. I just don't get it. You know, surely it would work if you tried it again and again and again.
Then again and again.
And again.
Apparently
like,
not. What is it,
But
Jez?
you know, I just don't really feel that this strategy holds any respect in the sense of, you know, what, 5 Volks Grenadiers pretty much armed with nothing except sticks and stones. And
Goodwill and broken bones.
yeah, but he's not doing anything. He's relying on the Lukes now. At least he has some territory. I think that's a good thing for a Talisman. He hasn't lost anything this time. He has got territory. He is laying mines. We can just see that here. He's got the support package knowing that DevM has been planting mines. So it looks like a better game. But it seems like he puts himself deliberately in a weird position with this build.
Tactics now available to frontline troops.
Arses of Thrace with the worst comment of the tournament so far. Talking about somebody that's not lost a game as either faction, Axis or allies. And you're talking about game balance. That's an interesting comment. It's almost as though it makes absolutely no sense. Panzer II Lukes is on the battlefield. And Dylan, this is his saving grace. This is his opportunity. He's currently up against an M3 only. He has all 5 Poach Grenadiers fully healthy. He's got Stern Pioneer with a Minesweeper. He has an opportunity, Dan. Will he take it?
I hope he does, and I hope he plays carefully as well. The Minesweeper is still back in the base laying medical supplies, of course, because not Battle Group and Mechanized Regiment was the choice. Good that he's paying attention to healing, but he doesn't want to use the Lukes or overextend with it without having the Minesweepers on the front lines. That would be pretty disastrous if he lost a unit that way. He's actually taking resources on the left side of the map. Map control isn't solid for DevM, although DevM is now going for tier 3. Probably going to see that T70 again in the next couple of minutes.
Indeed we are. He's got the fuel by the time it's constructed. And, well, the Talisman is doing a good job of branching out, Dan. And I must state that Talisman is backed into a corner right now. He knows that he is at the point of no return. He cannot afford to lose this game. He himself wants to show what he has what it takes. So, chat, you're hearing an AE prediction here. I think this game's going to have legs. I think that every little bit of possible disrespect we collectively have shown Talisman in the past 2 games might just be wiped clean in this game. I'm not saying he's going to win. I don't think that looks probable. However, I think he's going to give DevM a much better showing in this game. And hold on to your panties, because I won't make that prediction lightly, because I don't want to be made a fool. So let's see if I'm right.
Yep, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's on a triple cap at the moment for DevM. He's pushing 3 sides of the map, and efficiently as well. DevM is going to go to the right-hand side. This is a great opportunity, though, for Talisman to start pushing the front lines. T70 still isn't in the build, even though DevM does have the resources. There it goes. Mine goes off. It could have got the scout car. Very unfortunate the guards triggered that. But Luke's there. Here's the combat pioneers. Sorry, the Stern Pioneers with the support package.
And they're obviously helping the Lukes on his merry journey to M3 land. Talisman in an aggressive motion, knowing he needs to be aggressive, knowing he needs to adapt and change up his gameplay style, if not his build order, in order to get back into things.
Didn't want to push that scout car. This is a sensible thing. If you see DevM reversing like that, you know he's either hiding and it's going to be a big micro battle, or he might be baiting into a mine. Then again, he does walk the scout car straight into the support.
Oh, here comes the T70 though. Here comes that dastardly light tank to battle the life out of Talisman just when you thought he was on the comeback trail. It's an eviscerator, if you've ever seen one. We've got a Poach Grenadier in the house so he can jump out and get the Panzerfaust off if he needs it.
Bear in mind, we do have mines on this point here. Maybe we'll decide to try and bait them over that direction. Left side, Volks Grenadiers getting pushed away. Talisman is much more on the ball with his unit retreats. We do have a Puma coming out. And that actually, I think, is that's very strong. He'd hold the infantry advantage and the vehicle advantage when this hits the field. As long as he plays sensible with the Stern Pioneers, I don't see many problems for him.
Absolutely. Talisman, he's looking a lot steadier now. A lot steadier indeed. He now has the Rakettenwerfer, and he now has the Puma. And this is a hard-built Puma with its aimed shot veteran 1 ability. He's going to want to try and get. Of course, he has the smoke screen should he need it. Talisman, of course, will be not getting the Schwerpanzer headquarters this game. He's going to want to get that command Panther out. So he's on the slow and steady build to 225 fuel. In the meantime, he needs to do enough damage and enough map control to get him there. And let's see if he's able to do just that. Then hold the cast for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, no problem at all. Well, it's about to heat up here. And Puma overextending maybe just a little in an attempt to try and get the scout card. Devon has put PTRSs on one of the penal battalions, so they know to now. Oh my gosh, can't even talk at the moment. They now do have snaring capabilities, and things are starting to heat up. Talisman really is putting more pressure on Devon. I think might be on the back foot because of his slower early game, because he didn't quite get the initial impact he wanted with the scout car. Puma missed 2 shots. I think it's interesting to say, I think it missed because of the elevation. You can see that the map has elevation here, and that is normally the result of vehicles missing shots like that. So it's a really awkward place for the Puma to fight, to be honest. He'd probably do better if he lured it into another section of the map. But this mine, I think, is going to be... this mine is going to be essential in helping take down the T-70. Once that goes in, the Ketton can make good plays. Even the Lukes could go for rear armor. Folks going to do waiting for the retreat of the penal battalions, but Scout Car and T-70 here to try and save the day.
They're going to try their best. We've got 2 first grenadiers that were bunched up. One's had to hard retreat. The other's incomprehensibly staying in there. It's now on life support as it gets munched up nom nom by hungry Devem. Here comes the Puma though, could remedy the situation, but Devem looks likely to be fast retreat. Probably going to evacuate the M3 now. There you go, just in time.
Yeah, once again I want to highlight he's using the stop, the halt on the Puma, stopping the vehicle to get the higher accuracy to make sure he gets those shots, maximize its potential. Now he wants to chase the T-70, and just watch him here as he goes.
T-70's ducking behind this building. He's not going to want to go in that gap. It's a common mine spot. Spots, rather. And, come on, Talisman. We want this community competitive scene to be vibrant, and for the very best player in the world right now today, quite clearly, Devem, to be counterable by great players such as Talisman. That's exactly what the community is willing to see in this game here.
The Puma going for a bit of a dive here. Talisman's might be caught off by the guards, and I think he's thought twice about that. Had to pop smoke and leave. Left side, Pioneers there. Wow, look at that. They get suppression with the mine they laid. It's going to allow the Volksgrenadiers. They're grouped up against the flamethrower. Watching this and thinking, gosh, that's...
How did he get away with that? A late infiltration grenade there. I don't know what's happening to...
Guards grenade.
Oh, that's painful. Stern Pioneers rushing in, forcing away the guards. That's a good retreat by Devon, conserving the manpower. Here comes Penal Battalions to tag in. Likewise, forcing away those Stern Pioneers. Negative cover engages, allowing the other Penal Battalion to take some pot shots. And we have a moment of tranquility in between engagements as we prepare for the next onslaught.
I'm asking myself where Devem's resources are. Has he been without resources for a while? It seems like he's got not much, to be honest.
Talisman's been good at actually controlling the fuel this game deceptively. We've been that used to seeing him being a pinata, and Devem's, it's his birthday in Portugal, and he's using a chainsaw on it. We've been that used to seeing that metaphor enacted in our game that we haven't actually recognised just how good Talisman's been in this particular game at controlling the fuel. He's denied Devem a bit of economy there. Saying that almost to exemplify my point, and completely prove me wrong. He just had the cut-off taken by the Portuguese prodigy.
Yeah, Devem was rocking in map control, but Talisman's going to use brute force to push the Soviets off of this side at the same time, trying to set up a defense. Now he's left Volksgrenadiers here. There's going to be a grenade from Devem. I think that was unintentional, but they do move out of the way. T-70, where is the Puma? And look at this, guards protecting the T-70. He's still going to be able to take shots at
Guarding the
range.
T-70, indeed, they are. And Devon's got a penal battalion having to retreat on the west. And it seems that Devon's got equal amounts of aggression and defensiveness when he needs it. T-70 pushing in. Oh, nice little pot shot down. Look at that. Like a rapier. Defiling that unit on retreat. Rapier is the French sword used in...
I'm aware of what it is.
That was for... That was... I don't know you're educated, but these unwashed peasants. From the
Oh, there's a Faust on the T-70, and it looks like the Puma picked a great time to go in for the push. This could be a huge play by Talisman. Exactly what he needs to get back. This Puma needs to land the next shot. It needs to land the shot.
He gets the shot off. Good work by Talisman. A nice kill. And that's why I think this game has A's GG seal guarantee. That's right. If you've been watching this final with one eye open, it's now time to tune in to your full attention. Talisman is on the comeback trail. He wants to get back into this series. And based on this weekend's activities, he's the man to do it.
Yep, he's not winning on VPs though. Actually, not long ago he was triple capping DevM, but DevM is working the VP score pretty hard. About to get a triple cap. Actually, no, I don't think he'll get hold of that. I love that Talisman is really paying attention here and salvaging the wreckages. He's getting the scout car now. And he's close to getting the Command Panther. Not going to tack up to the Panzerschwerer headquarters, rely on Mechanized Regiment and then call in. And actually, given that Devon's building a T-34-76, I would say that's a pretty good position for him to be in.
It is. I think it's quite equal though now. We have a good amount of veterancy on the Foch Grenadiers. The Rakettenwerfers sulking around the battlefield, sculling around, whatever it means when you're being stealthy. I can't remember the phrase. Got Puma out, and it is a T-34-76. It's not going to be exactly super game-changing. I think, Dan, that we've got a very equal game in front of us.
Yeah, I think once you get past DevM's early game, actually, he doesn't seem to be as potent. So that mine was literally a game changer at the start. Without that, it would have been a completely different scene. Hopefully, Talisman.
Imagine if he'd built mine and gotten a Rakettenwerfer. Wow.